mainstream, and then Medicare will inevitably by the year keep cutting down, but they don't do dramatic. They'll cut down say 10, 20%, and then it'll go down.
But let's say that they did cut reimbursement by 10% next year. Would that matter? Because it was my understanding that the reimbursement was still well above the cost of the product, and the margins for doctors were still very good at the moment for hospitals.
Yes. So no, it would not make a difference because it's still
Okay.
very, very. That's why I use the word robust. And so I think that if you see the chronology, if they start cutting 10% over the next 5 years, even at 5 years, it'll be paying more than the intervention procedure itself. This is just a supported device. So if I'm doing an intervention and using this device to support the intervention, this intervention itself pays me $300 or $500, and this device is paying me a couple of $1,000. Even if they keep cutting 10, 20% over the next 5, 10 years, it's still being higher. There are long ways to dramatically cut it.
But okay, so if a hospital chooses to use balloons instead of an impeller, how profitable is using a balloon?
I think that the hospitals are getting savvy too. They're the CEOs and the chief financial officer are very savvy now, and they look for high yield technologies too. And so the two options available. Yes, it's easier to use, so that's going to be an impetus for them to also start adopting, because the hospital DRGs are huge with this, so they will also start replacing the intra-aortic balloon pump. The Impala to the intra-aortic balloon pump.
Okay, and then if we just go back to kind of usage of this product. Is the feedback either from patients or from fellow doctors, is it strong, or how is it on average?
Yeah, we need to, before I'll answer about this question, but I think one of the futures is going to be MI, the ST elevation MI, and the studies they're doing, the DUP study, and
what's that?
We'll talk about. We'll talk about that, but. As for your questions were how do the patients feel about it? The patients don't feel anything about this. If they're told or they save their life, they'll be happy, but it's not that they're going around in the neighborhood and saying, okay, I got an Impala and it helps. They don't, it's not for symptom relief. It's not a chronic thing. And they don't even know it is put in. If they have shock, they're near death, and they bail them out or in high risk. So I don't think that this has become a patient-oriented technology. But and plus they're sick. It's not. Then the Impala doesn't do anything for symptoms, basically. No.
Okay.
But on the other side, the physicians like it. So as the other person that you were quoting, the intervention cardiologist, what is true is that, and I said the elephant in the room, yes, hemodynamics are better, yes, as opposed to Impala versus intra-aortic balloon pump, yes, yes, this is a quantum advance, but to date, there's kind of no great data in any of the studies, and I can discuss the outcome study. I think there was another study called the IMPRESS study. The outcomes have not shown to be different between the two, which is kind of our yardstick or a gold standard, the holy grail. Outcomes when we are looking at is not looking at generally in the DUP study, the ST elevation MI I'll discuss with you, are generally twofold. Our holy grail is in shock or high risk PCI 30 days, and then maybe 60 days. More important, 30 days. Is there less death death rate or mortality